Morning.
Morning, mate. Just grab yourself a kettlebell this morning. Morning, Avi. And we're good to
Morning,
Morning.
Morning, get it. Morning, guys. Welcome to Kettle and Coffee. Grab yourself a kettlebell and grab yourself a coffee, and we're good to go. That's all you need. We're going to start off with a little bit of light mobility, get you loose, and then transition to working on some techniques. That's our opportunity today. Get good at using kettlebells. In the last couple of weeks, you can certainly tell as well that you're getting very good at using kettlebells. So we'll go over again today your cleans, your snatches, using different hand variations, and then nice little finisher towards the end just to spice it up. Okay, so just make your way over to your mat, child pose positions, the knees on the floor, your arse on your heels, reach your hands forwards and just rest your head on the floor. Press the armpits down to the ground and take nice deep rhythmic breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Every time you exhale, just relax a little bit more into it. Feel that mild stretch into your lumbar spine, your lower back. Just let it relax. Good, lengthen up that spine. Keep the chin tucked in. Nice, deep, long, rhythmic breaths. Okay, now we're getting to the spine flow. So you're going to start to lift up, tuck the tail, chin on your chest, bring your shoulders towards your fingertips. So you start to rest. As you bring your shoulders towards your fingertips, you stretch those wrists, sink the hips, lift the rib cage, look to the ceiling, lift the chin, squeeze the glutes, open up those hips. Push back, there's one, we're going to do 5. As you push back, reach your hips as far back as they can. Keep the hands where they are, so you feel your shoulder blades lift up and out of their pockets. Roll forwards nice and slow. Put that tail around that head. Sink the hips. Lift the rib cage, stretch those abs. 3 more. Push back and roll. 2 more. Good. Okay, push-up position, left hand to left foot. Reach your hand all the way up to 12. Cut back and over the shoulder. As you do, sink this hip to the floor. Push back. Right foot to right hand. Reach right up to 12. Cut straight for the middle. Turn over the shoulder. Look behind. And we go again. Let's do 5 on each side. Good, get your 5. Looks like a very nice day outside today in comparison to yesterday. Good, big stretch, don't rush it, take your time through each stretch. Get those hips to turn into the floor, screw the hips into the floor as you do it. Good job. Good job, well done. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to do your elephant walk. So this consists of having your hands just slightly in front of your toes, feet flat on the floor, bend the knees, and all you're going to do is straighten out one leg at a time. So knees are bent, not squatting, but the soft knees, hands are touching the floor, tuck your chin, and you're just going to straighten out one leg at a time. From behind, you can see why it's called the elephant walk. Keep the hands on the floor, palms on the floor as you're doing this. So bend the knees enough so you've got your palms flat on the floor. Then keep the palms flat on the floor as you march from one leg to the other. You just straighten out one leg and then the other. And you'll feel a really nice stretch going in the hamstring and right behind the knee. So hands on the floor, knees are bent, one leg, then the other, one leg, then the other. Good, just keep marching. Do this for 30 seconds. Now it's 15. Good, bend those knees. Keep the palms on the floor. It's not all hamstrings. 3, 2, 1, time. Last one. I'm just going to finish on these reach overs. So one hand goes over, one hand goes underneath. Get your spine to flex to the side. Get a big go down here in the back. As you reach over and under, get your fingertips as far apart as you can. Like somebody's pulling both wrists apart. Okay? Really stretch across. We'll do 10, 5 on each side. Reach over. Seven, 8. Okay. Good stuff. Right. So we're just going to pick up on the swing. The foundation to prove all your kettlebell exercises is first that swing and being able to do a hinge from the hips. Where people go wrong with their technique with the swing is that they squat from the knee and they do this pumping motion like this from the knees. This is not what you want. What we want to do is draw the hips backwards so that it's like somebody's pulling the hips back and you'll feel it lift your toes, your body weight will go into your heels and you'll feel your toes lift up as those hips are drawn back. So it's getting this point here at the hip behind the heel by 6 inches. So you could bend the knees slightly. You wouldn't want a locked out leg like this. That's when you're going wrong. You want to soften the knees, draw the hips backwards. Okay, so it's a Romanian deadlift technique. Okay, not a stiff deadlift technique, which would be legs locked out. Your knees want to be softly bent and you're drawing the hips back. The knees are softly bent, so the hamstrings have got flexibility for the hips to go back, but it's still not a squat. My knees stay consistently at that angle. They're not altering, okay? What you're looking for then is the kettlebell to go underneath and as close to the body as you can so that the wrists of the bones connect with the groin. And as that kettlebell hikes backwards, we're creating momentum. So we've got a pendulum going now. Hike it back, and the peak of the pressure where you feel the pressure of the kettlebell go back and the peak of the pressure of the wrist connects with the groin, that's when you then punch it forwards off the hips. You don't allow it to drift forwards and your back still at this angle. You want to get your rib cage over your hips before the hands leave the hips. Do you see that? So I don't let the kettlebell drift away before I stand up. All right? That's just putting all that demand on your back. And you're going to have to lift it up like you would with a dumbbell, not the exercise that we're looking for. You want to get your rib cage over your hips before the kettlebell leaves your body. At which point, when the hands leave your body, the kettlebell just drifts up. You don't have to do any more work. So you're having to lift with your shoulders. You're doing it wrong. Okay, all the work happens here from the hamstrings and the glutes. Punch, rib cage over hips, kettlebell drifts up. Here we then brace. So we plug the armpits to switch the lats on. Ribs are down to switch the abs on. Squeeze the glutes and the quads. Much like you would if you were on a plank. Hold the kettlebell here as it drifts for a moment and then receive the kettlebell back down. Picking and putting the kettlebell down is also important. So we want to start with a dead start. Hike it, punch into our swings. Finish with a dead start. So all we're doing with the dead start is just then we do squat. So we start with the squat as we roll the kettlebell back. Okay, then we go into our swings, hinge, and we finish with the squat as we place it back down on the floor. So give me a set of 10 swings, covering those points I've just raised, and also your breath in through the nose as you hinge, out through the teeth as you breathe out. Start with a dead start, 2 hands on top of the kettlebell, pull your lats down, tilt the kettlebell towards you, take a deep breath in, 3, 2, 1, go, hike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And finish with that dead stop. Good. Okay. Quick little breather. We're going to do another set of 10. So hips go backwards. Spine wants to stay nice and long. We don't want to round at the spine. We don't want to tuck the tail. We don't want to drop the rib cage. We want a nice neutral spine. Chin tucked in. Hinge. Pump the kettlebell forwards. Okay. In 3. We go again. Chop and drop at the hips. 2 hands on top. Shoulder blades down. 3, 2, 1. Tilt the kettlebell towards you. Deep breath in. And go. Hinge. Punch. Hinge. Punch. Hips go back. Punch. Hips go back. Punch. Push your ass back. Punch. 10 reps. Good. Good. Nice, Penny. Well done. Hinge at the hips. Well done. Hinge and punch. Finish with that dead stop. Excellent. Good. Nice job. Okay, we're going to go one more round. One more round. So catch your breaths. Good. We're going 15. Hinge at the hips. Punch at the hips. 3, 2, 1, go. Start with that dead start. Deep breath in. Breathe in for the nose, out for the teeth. Lovely job. Well done. Hinge and punch. Nice. Good job. Nice, Neil. Penny, well done. Great swings, guys. Well done. Yep. Lovely. Okay. So that's the kettlebell swing. So when you do the clean, which we're going to transfer to now, move on to now, you hinge at the hips still. Not a huge amount. So when you're predominantly just doing the swing, you want to really emphasize a big hinge and pump. Now that we're doing the kettlebell clean, okay, if we're doing a single hand kettlebell clean, we want to do the same hinge, the same technique, but we don't have to go so far. But just giving enough space that kettlebell goes underneath, and then you punch the kettlebell through. The heavier the kettlebell, the deeper and stronger the swing is going to be. Likewise for a snatch, the heavier the kettlebell, the longer, the deeper the hinge will need to be. Okay, the lighter the kettlebell, the less it's going to need to be. Okay, so you're starting to get the grasp that kettlebells aren't just lifting A to B like you would with a dumbbell. Okay, we're trying to add dynamic energy so that the kettlebell, by being powerful in certain positions like this, by being powerful, the weight it floats. You're making it float, so then it's easy to transition it to being overhead and all sorts. Okay, you're getting the kettlebell to do what you want it to do. Right, so the kettlebell clean, we're going to start with just doing 2 hands. Okay, so grip your kettlebell. Grip is very important. Okay, you don't grip it like a dumbbell with a tight fist. You want the kettlebell to move freely inside the hand. So when it's below the waist, we want to hook the fingers like so. Whenever the kettlebell is up, we want to slip the hand in like so. You can keep a loose grip like this, like that, that's fine. But you don't want to grip it like a fist, because you want the kettlebell just to slide in between the hands, slide around the hand. Yeah, you don't want to grip it, otherwise it won't want to move. The next thing is that where on the bell do we want to hold it? I see people holding it in the middle. I see people holding it at the bottom. No use to you, because if you hold it in the middle of the handle or the bottom of the handle, you don't get to use the thumb. And the thumb is very important at creating stability with the kettlebell. Okay, if there's no thumb there, it'll want to spin all over the place. So we have this saying of L on L, the thumb and index finger, the webbing of your hand there. That's where you want the kettlebell to sit, the top corner of the kettlebell to sit. And then we want it to go 45 degrees down the wrist like this. So hand goes in like that. Okay, L on L, sits into the top corner, that being the top corner, that being the middle, that being the bottom. This and this, no use to you. This, the wrist is locked in now, so the kettlebell can't go anywhere. And my hand is just, I'm just slipping it through. It's resting on, okay, between the crook of my elbow here, so between my bicep and my forearm. All right, so that's your finishing position. Not this, that's your wrapped position. Elbows pulled in, like I'm doing an arm wrestle. My wrist isn't floppy like this, I'm pulling the knuckles in towards me. Okay, so I've got a strong wrist, don't let it flop you back. Pull those knuckles in, elbows in, forearms vertical. Okay, so we're gonna begin with two-handed cleans. Okay, so all we're gonna do is hinge the kettlebell down, okay, pull up with two hands, slip the bottom hand out. So we end up like this. So wrap your fingers on top of the kettlebell. Okay, your top hand onto the kettlebell. Nudge it forwards to release it. So you just nudge it forwards like this into your swing. Okay, nudge it forwards. And as you pull it up, slip the opposite, release the bottom hand. The hand was underneath, just release it. We repeat. Fingers on top, nudge it forwards, hinge, release the bottom hand. So you're sliding that from underneath, transferring it into the opposite hand. Fingertips on top, nudge it forwards, slip the hand underneath. Fingers on top, nudge it forwards, slip the hand underneath. Every time you go into that swing, so to release the kettlebell, you're not just bicep curling it like this, you're nudging it off the shoulder into, so we get momentum into that pendulum. Nudge it forwards, hinge, slip, fingers on top. Nudge it forwards, swing, slip, fingers on top. Nudge it forwards, swing, swap, fingers on top. One more, nudge it forwards, swing, swap, like so. So that's the two-handed kettlebell swing where you're alternating sides, okay? So you're just using both hands in the swing position, okay? And then when you pull it up towards you, don't go long way up. Okay, we go long way down. So what we want there is to create momentum with that pendulum. Receive the kettlebell into a swing, so you hinge the hips. But then when we punch the hips forwards, we snap the elbow in and get it as close to the body as we can. Remember, it's this bit here that we use to lift the weight, not standing tall and trying to have the bicep curl it up. Hinge, this bit here, ribs over hips before the kettlebell leaves the body, snap the elbow in and the kettlebell will drift up to where you want it to go, okay? You with me on that? So we're not going long way up, otherwise the kettlebell punches you on the way up. Long way down to create momentum for the pendulum. Then we hinge, punch, rib cage over hips, snap the elbow to the side, get the forearm vertical, receive it and cradle it right between your bicep and your forearm here, not onto your shoulder there. Let's do a set of 10, so 5 on each side. Start with a dead start. One hand underneath, one hand on top, hike it, slip the bottom hand out, hand on top, there's one. Hike it, slip the bottom hand out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember not to receive it here, receive it here. 6, 7, 9, good. 10. Finish with that dead stop. Good. Well done. Okay. Continue doing the double-handed clean for your next set. Don't forget your coffee, kettle and coffee. So continue doing your double-handed clean if you're just getting started with this. But now we'll step it up. If you're ready for this, for your second set, we'll do single-handed curls. So what we'll do this time is hinge, swap, hinge, clean. Release long way down, hinge, swap, hinge, clean. So we're now going to swap instead of swapping as we did with two-handed clean, you're going to intimately include a little swing here, not going all the way up to your chest, but just here to transition your hand. Remember your non-negotiable, rib cage over pelvis every time that kettlebell drifts forwards, okay? So you don't want to do, I see this, I see laziness here. So you do your swing, and then I've seen people keep their back forwards like this when they're transitioning the kettlebell from hand to hand. No. Rib cage over pelvis when you transition hand to hand. Hinge again, clean on the other side. Let me do the first set. Start with that dead start, hinge, clean, release, swing swap, ribs over hips, other side. Release, swing swap, other side, okay? So it's this that I don't want to see, swing swapping like that. Makes your rib cages over pelvis. Let's do a set of 10 if you're up for it. Otherwise, continue doing the double-handed swings as we just did. Start with that dead start. 3, 2, 1, go. Clean, release, swap. 2, we're doing a set of 10. Release, swap. Remember the hook grip, don't fist it. Finger it, don't fist it. Okay, hook it with your fingers, slip the hand through at the top. Good. Hook it with your fingers, slip the hand through at the top. Hook, swing swap. Kettlebell 45-degree angle in the wrist. Out on out. Good. Swing swap. Clean. Good. Get it in the cradle in between the crook of the elbow. What? Good. Finish with a dead start. Well done. So your dead start, I'm just asking you to squat into it. Hinge, pendulum, let it drift out as you squat. Okay? Right, one more set. So now what we'll do is a high transition. So continue with either of those, the double-handed or the swing swap to exchange hands. Otherwise, if you're up for it, a little bit more technical. You probably find it's a little bit easier. This is similar to the double-handed swing, except for instead of releasing the underhand, you're just lifting it and slipping the opposite hand through. So you need to now be able to release and catch, release and catch, release and catch. If you're gripping it, you'll be too slow. You're taking milliseconds, which you need to shave off to be able to do the high transition. So all the high transition is you clean, you lift, release, catch it in the opposite hand. So it looks like this. Like that. Hinge, slip. Yeah, so I'm just going, hooking the grip as I swing down. As I swing up, I release that hand and I slide the other hand in. Catch it into that cradle position. Then a release, swing. Okay, on the way up, hook grip, slip that hand out, slide the other hand in. Super easy. You'll probably find it's easier than the swing swap. So let's do a set of 10. Okay, if you're comfortable with doing this, otherwise continue doing the other 2. Hinge, catch it in the cradle. Hinge, catch it in the cradle. Hinge forwards. Good. Long way down, short way up. Close to the body on the way up. Long way down on the way down to create momentum. Long way down, close to the body on the way up. Long way down, close to the body. Good. Remember to slip the hand 45 degrees. Slip the hand in. Don't catch the kettlebell here, you want it here. Finish with that dead stop. Good job. Well done, team. Okay. And last one, we're going to work on the snatch now. So the snatch is just the clean, but instead of catching it here, you're just going to catch it here. So you remember when I said the swing is used to generate force to get the kettlebell to float up, so you can do anything that you want with it? Well, you're going to need a bigger swing now. So long way down to get momentum, big hinge, throw the bastard up, keep the kettlebell close to the body on the way up. Shrug the shoulder, snap the elbow in. That kettlebell will want to drift up. And then it's just a case of allowing it to drift up. You put enough juice in it here. Let it drift up. Punch it overhead. Beat it to the punch. Okay? So, and then to release, lower, long way down. Or from the high position, long way down. Okay? When you catch it, you want that kettlebell 45 degrees overhead. Okay? And to release it, okay, you just roll the thumb down like that. Cut through the middle, okay, high snatch. Thumb down, cut through the middle, high snatch. We'll do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, okay? So what you're doing now is a kettlebell clean, but you're going to give it more juice here, more punch here. Shrug the shoulder, snap the elbow, get it to float high, and you might only catch it here, that's fine. Okay, you might only catch it here, that's fine, but finish with a press. Your goal is to catch it here, but everything in between is dependent on what happens here. You've got to give it a good punch so that kettlebell wants to float up, okay? But do it in stages. So if you're only catching it here, no problem. Catch it here, Okay, and then bit by bit, you'll just keep progressing it until the weight that you're using, you can just throw it overhead in one swoop. Start with a dead start, do 5 right, 5 left. Finish with a dead start. Do 1 in, snatch. So 45-degree angle of the hand. Now, sorry, to release the kettlebell, turn the thumb back. So you're rolling the kettlebell forwards. That's high way down. Good, twist. Twist. That's high way down. You can also lower the kettlebell, long way down. More. Lower the kettlebell, long way down. The other side, hinge, snatch. So to release it, just twist the kettlebell around, turn the thumb backwards, high way down. Good, 45-degree angle of that hand, twist. Or we can do short way down. So long way down, lower the kettlebell. Down. Good, long way down. Good. We'll do one more set of that, and then we'll introduce the high transition, okay? If you're struggling with that, you can also use that double-handed technique. So use 2 hands here, catch it with 1 overhead, lower down, 2 hands on top, swap. You can use the 2 hands, essentially just to create more force. Here is where you want to create the force. Okay, so you throw it up overhead. Right, let's do another set of 10, 5 on each side. 3, 2, 1, go. Good, get it overhead in 1 movement. Nice technique, Penny. And then turn the thumb back as you release. Good. Try and do a high release. So keep high way down. High way down. You can straight into the swing. There you go. Good. Straight into the swing. Good. Keep it close to the groin. Don't let it go below the knees. Good. Turn that thumb back. Good, Nat. High way down. Yeah, give it a go. The high way down. So you just from overhead, let it tilt forwards like it's just dropping off the top of a roller coaster as you go down. That would be an oblivion, wouldn't it, Nat? From the top of the roller coaster. Drop it on the way down. Good. All the way from the top, high point. That's it, Suki. Nice and tight to the groin. Good job, Penny. Well done, team. Woo! Nice bash. Penny, but you're holding it in the bottom position. Look at that. And we want to be top position. So at the moment, you can't use your thumb. Much better. There you go. And remember not to fist it. Finger it, don't fist it. So grip it hook it with the fingers. Okay. Then here, we don't want the floppy wrist. When we're in the rack to overhead position, we don't want floppy wrist. We want strong wrist, and we want the kettlebell to sit like that in the hand. Index thumb, kettlebell in the web in the hand, overhead, okay? Right, do the same, what we just did again for your 3rd set, or let's do a high transition. So all you're gonna do is hinge and do exactly what you did with the clean, catch it in the opposite hand. Let me demonstrate. Dead start, hinge, catch. I'm just passing it over to the opposite hand. High way down, twist the wrist, close to the body, catch it in the opposite hand. High way down. Okay, so I'm just bringing the hands together. So here, keep close to the body, bring the hands together. Remember, I can do what I like with it here. It's okay to release it because I've done the hinge. The kettlebell's floating up now. Release, catch it in the opposite hand, twist it to where you want it to be. Okay, turn the thumb back to release, let it drop down, cut for the middle, punch, slip the other hand in, lock it out the top, turn the thumb backwards as you release. I wouldn't get carried away with doing thumb to bum technique on that one. You use the thumb to bum more so for the cleans because sometimes you need to generate a little bit more force when you're only going to here. So you're just twisting the wrist. For the snatch, you want to use the hips as the driver, not the little trick of the thumb. Okay, so I keep my thumb forwards, not thumb to bum with the snatch. Okay, relying on the hip hinge to float it up. Okay, right, last set with high transition. Dead start, 3, 2, 1. Carry on as you were otherwise. So alternating 10 reps. Good. And when you get it overhead, you want to make sure overhead here, up arm close to the ear. You're not leaning to the side, and the kettlebell's not over here either. L on L, hold that top corner, so you've got the use of the thumb and the wrist to lock it in. Well done, 10 reps. Keep it close to your body on the way up, Abby. Yeah, that's good effort. Looks good. Good. High way down. Boom. Lovely stop as well. Bash. Good, Penny. Nicely done, team. Excellent. Nice, Penny. Good press. So remember your variations to lower the kettlebell. Where's my camera? Am I still on? Can you see my hand?
Yeah.
The variations to lower your kettlebell when it's overhead is you can lower it down. Okay, so pulling the elbows toward the rib cage, not out to the side, and then long way down. So we nudge it forwards because we want to create momentum for the next rep. We don't just do a bicep curl there. Or for more fun and go straight into it, you just turn the thumb back and cut through the middle, high way down. Those are your two variations to lower the weight. Okay, right, guys, get nice and loose. We're going to throw it into our workout now. As many rounds possible of the following exercises. You can decide 6, 8, or 10 repetitions. 6, 8, or 10. You might one set do the 10, but the next round you're flagging it a little bit. You might go for the 6. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you're working harder or lesser. You're just trying to chip through these rounds and keep going without having to, or taking as little rest periods as possible. So we're constantly keeping that heart rate going, constantly keeping the lungs going. Okay, and we're just in this state of endurance where we're just working through it. Okay, so we're going to throw some of those exercises we just worked on all together. Starting with those cleans. You pick your variation in your cleans. So I'm going to go high transition cleans, and I'm going to be doing high transition snatches. But you might, depending on where you felt confident today and what we've learned, you might start with the double-handed clean, slipping the bottom hand out. Remember that? Slip the bottom hand out. Alternate on top, fingers on top, hinge, slip the bottom of the hand. You might do that variation. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to do the high transition. So you're doing 6, 8, or 10 repetitions of them. So hinge back, clean, catch. Okay. So high transition would be this. So you do 6, 8, or 10. Okay. Double hand, fingers on top. Slip the bottom hand out. Slip the bottom hand out. Okay. You might do the swing swap as well. It's up to you. All right, remember if you're doing the swing swap, rib cage over the hips every time that kettlebell drifts forwards. So 6, 8, or 10 of your kettlebell cleans. You're then going to superset that up with a double push-up burpee. Hands to the floor, down, 1, 2, up, clap overhead, okay? Once you've done that, you're now going to go into your snatch. High transition for me, 6, 8, or 10. Chop it through the middle, chop it through the middle, okay? 6, 8, or 10 of your kettlebell snatch. You're then going to go body weight, knee grabs. So what you do here, lay flat on the floor, use your arms to sit up, pull the feet in towards your bum, hug the knees, feet flat on the floor, control on the way down, up, control. Once again, 6, 8, or 10. You get to decide. Okay, then you're going to finish with a clean to squat. Clean to squat. So in, clean the kettlebell, squat, stand, release, swing, swap, clean, squat, stand, release. You might also do a high transition instead of the swing swap. Swing swap, like so. It's entirely up to you. Then take it down to the floor one last time. And we're going to your V-ups this time. So flat on your back, toe tip to fingertip. Try and get your lower back off the floor as your legs sit up, okay? 10 minutes on the clock. Your goal is to complete as many rounds as you can. You've got to take a breather, you've got to take recovery, that's totally fine. You can decide how many reps you go in either round. 6, 8, or 10 is your goal. So we're starting with those kettlebell cleans. Then into your double burpee push-up, then we go into your snatch, then we go into your knee grabs, then we go into your clean and squat, and then we finish with your V-ups. That's one set, those 6 exercises. Go again, go again, go again for as many rounds as you can. Ready, team? Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, please.
10 minutes, starting now.
Go. Cleans. 1, 2, Finish with that dead stop. Good. Once you've done your cleans, we're going to your knee grabs. Lay flat.
Burpees.
Oh, sorry, double push-up burpee. You're right, double push-up burpee. There. 1, 2, in. Clap overhead. 1, 2, in. Clap overhead. Burpees. And your high snatch. The snatch, high transition, or alternate with the swing swap. Two, three. Good. Remember to use the hinge to get your kettlebell up. Okay? Don't just drop it. Long way down to create momentum. Kettlebell back hinge. Okay? The more forceful that hinge, the lighter that kettlebell will want to drift up. Down the deck for your knee grabs. Put the knees. Control on the way down. Every time you get down, knuckles under your chin. Put the knees. Control. Good. And then we go clean and squat. Clean and squat. 6, 8, or 10. High transition. On this squat, make sure the knees, you're pushing them out. Don't let the knees buckle in. Create space. Keep the torso stacked and tall as you squat through the middle. 6 out of 10 V-ups. Work team, well done. Tip to tip, fingertip to toe tip. Good skills, guys. Nice deep squat for me, Penny. Squat bash, push those heels. Those balloons are really lasting well, Bash. They've lasted you well. Good. Smash it, Nat. Get those abs, tip to tip. Good technique, guys. Well done. Good, Nat. Looking strong. Well done, team. Get a good sweat on here. Quick recovery, then go again. So starting with those kettlebell cleans again. High transition or swing swap. It's up to you. Good choice, Abby. Good. High transition is just quicker and smoother. You can also do double hand cleans where you're slipping the bottom fingers out. Good snatch, Suki, well done. High way down. Yeah, textbook, good clean. Good job, good job. Nice work, Suki, well done. Good use of the wrist as well. Good. Nice, Neil, double push-up burpee. So remember your reps, guys, 6, 8, or 10. You can decide what number you're going for. Good clean, Penny. Good clean, Penny, well done. High transition. We got the skills, guys. Good job. Good job. Nice. Come on, Penny. Good, Nat. Come on. Hungry for it. Come on, keep working. Keep hustling. Good work, Gerrit. Good job. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Good, Suki. Your hands. Up overhead. Big up overhead. Let's go again, Neil. Good snatch, Neil. Well done. Abby, keep going. Good control, Neil. Bossing it. Well done. Good. Nice, Penny. Well done. Good control. Throw it up. Throw it up. Good. Use those hips. Use those that hinge. Good job. Good transition. We got the skills on that transition. Smashing it.
Okay.
Quick swap of the hands. Good, Neil. We're nearly there, guys. Your timer. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. Good. Keep up the work. Keep your sweat on. Nice bash. Good snatch. Good job. Highway down as well. Highway down bash. Nice job. You just create more momentum for the next rep that way. More demanding, but you've got the skills to do it. Good, Neil. Keep that arm wrestle, that kettlebell in. Don't let it go out. That's it. Strong wrist. Good job, Neil. Solid. Nice work, Avi. Fellas, you're hustling this morning. Good job. Good work, ladies. Good bash. Smash those abs. Good, Penny. Well done. Good. Punch those hips, Penny. Punch ribs over pelvis every time the kettlebell goes out. Well, Suki. Well done, team. Absolute fire. Come on, bring it. You got 3 minutes. Dynamite this morning. Avi, we don't put the kettlebell down like that, remember. That's how people do their backs in. Okay, use the dead stop, use the dead start. Good job. Good job, team. Well done. Crushing it. Go on, team. Good, Suki. Good. Well done. Good. Sip a bit of water, or in our case this morning, a bit of coffee. Absolute fuel this is, guys. Well done. 2 minutes to go. Last bit of grind. Last bit of graft. Good squat. Good it. We go again, Nat. We go again. Good job. Through the middle. Technique. Great technique. Good. Good, Neil. Double push-up burpee. Burning some calories this morning, guys. Come on. Smoke it. Let's go. Alexa, how long left in the timer? 1 minute 40. 1 minute 40. Come on. Heavy. Is it good? Come on, tip to tip. Last minute. Come on, push on. Good, push on. Give me some more. Final minute, guys. Nobody should be resting here. Everybody should be hustling. Final minute, we push. Push on. Good. Come on, push on. Get in there. Well done. Get in there. Come on. 30 seconds out. Great work, guys. Great work. Come on, come on, come on. Last push. Last push. Hustle mode. Stand properly, Avi. Bash. Great technique. Let's go. Come on. Push on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's time, team. Well done.
Alexa off.
That was mega. Give me some fives. That was mega. What a finish. Well done, team. What you honestly, the skills you've got them spot on. Great kettlebell skills, great techniques, great techniques. Well done. It's more fun because when you can do stuff like that, you can just really throw yourself into those workouts. That finisher at the end, that was killer. You absolutely dominated it. Well done. Great work, guys. Have an awesome day.
Thanks,
You guys.